there today and he vanished quickly. And he did say at the wedding feast of Cana they turned water into wine. Well, we don't need that here tonight. We want to turn the wine into water the way things are going. I have only a short duty. My speech is that size. I always go across as small as I can to make short speeches. And I have to wear glasses at this stage of my advanced career. I'd like to welcome Haley into the O'Malley family. We are a small, dysfunctional living on the edge of life in the west of Ireland, on the edge of the Atlantic. And if you ever come over there, you won't last too long. We've hardly enough to feed ourselves. George married this wonderful woman with plenty of money. I said, we're staying. He stinks with rotten money, but I don't give a shite what he does. Anyway, I come to blame George and why he got George. And I didn't want my good wife Laura to call him George, and I'll tell you why. Because when I was a young fellow growing up, George was an English name. Well, it's not really German, but it's an English name, and I was Georgie, Porgy, Pudding and Pie. So anyway, I decided, and Laura insisted. And we kind of argued. I gave in at the end. When you start fighting with women, they always win, no matter what. And if you win that night, that's the night you'll suffer. So anyway, he's named after my grandfather, George Boyden, who was an Englishman born in Kent, who ended up in Russia as a manager of a meat factory. He spent 4 years in a Russian concentration camp. He was brought back to England. He was then dispatched from the Russian Revolution into the Irish Revolution to open a meat factory in war-torn Ireland. And he says, if I got out of Russia, I'll definitely get out of Ireland. So hence the name George, after George Boyden, your grandfather, and he was a great Englishman that came to Ireland, and he had a wonderful way with people. Obviously, it's reflected in George Jr., and George, you're a credit to me and Haley. I wish you the best. But I can tell you one thing, always hold a rolling pin under the bed, because the O'Malleys get ticked now and again. Again, I would like to thank my lovely dear friend Pamela and Nikki. Without my good friend Franny Byrne, Lord Emerson, George would not be here tonight. And you can take it with me, Franny looked after him, Pamela, like a child, and like a son. And to them, we're eternally grateful. Pamela, I love you.
Hear, hear.
How often you get to thank your wife in public? I don't do it. So every chance I get, I'm still the second chance in about 30 years, after 2 weddings. Laura, I thank you, the love of my life. You are a tough woman to live with. I am not an easy man to live with, but we get on. So I would like to thank Johnny and Haley, George's godparents, who have always staunchly remembered his birthday, not like the other stingy. And Johnny, from here on in, you'll have to double the sum. So anyway, again, to the Clapper family and the choosing of this venue, yes, you were right to take Daddy along. Just look. Anyway, I looked up Google about this place. It's steeped in history and it goes up back 500 years. I think Queen Elizabeth I stayed here in her day. And if the ghost of St. Elizabeth, or Queen Elizabeth I stalks the corridor side, don't invite her in for a menage. I think she gave trouble in that department. So again, I just thank again the Clapper family for their hospitality. I would like to thank my friends for coming over here from the poor west of Ireland. Any donations you can give us tomorrow on the way back. So then, therefore, I suppose being a vet, if I didn't tell you a veterinary joke, it would be a bad night. So one night, this veterinary colleague of mine, he got this phone call around 1:30 in the morning time, where his female dog, I won't mention that dirty B word, there are young people here, but anyway, he got the male dog got stuck into her. So the phone rings at 2 o'clock in the morning time, and it was Miss Rowland. She said, "Excuse me, Mr. O'Malley," she said, "a dog is stuck into my bitch and I can't separate them." And it was 2 o'clock in the morning time. Mr. O'Malley was not impressed. So she said, "Did you get a bucket of water and throw it over them?" She says, I did that. But he said, "Get the brush and hop it off his head." She says, I did that. And nothing's happening. I said, "Has the bitch a lead around her neck? A collar around the neck?" And yes, he had. Well, he said, "Put the lead on the collar. Take the two of them up to the middle of the road. Swing them around." And the centrifugal force. And she said, "I've tried that." And then he said, "You know what you do? Put down the phone and I'll ring you back." And she said, "But what's that going to do?" When the dogs hear the phone ringing, they'll separate. And she says, "And how do I know that will happen?" "It's after working for me."
I'm now going to invite Mr. Keith Mullen to say a few words about people who couldn't be here today. Nice to show. That's your man in the corner, Mr. Keith Mullen.
Thanks, everybody.
You're very welcome.
Dear Uncle Gigi.